"I would have broken up with him immediately." Kristen Stewart admitted she hated the controlling nature of Robert Pattinson's Edward in Twilight. Hello dear, welcome to my Allison News channel. On my channel, you will find viral update news. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. If Kristen Stewart was Bella in real life, she would have long broken up with Edward. Kristen Stewart shares her thoughts on the Twilight series and discusses her opinions on Edward and Bella's relationship. While the Twilight movies remain a beloved franchise, Stewart claims that Edward's and Bella's romance is quite toxic. Calling out Edward's controlling nature, Stewart claimed she would break up with him immediately if she were in Bella's shoes. Famously known for bringing Bella Swan to life on the big screen, Kristen Stewart has always been vocal about her thoughts on the Twilight series. In a recent interview on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, the actress once again shared her take on the films and the dynamics of the characters and their relationship. Harboring fondness for her iconic Twilight character, Kristen Stewart revealed that if she were in Bella's shoes, in real life, she would have ended her romance with Edward Cullen. While the world unanimously appreciated Bella and Edward's romance, Stewart seemed to have a different opinion, where she called out the controlling nature of Robert Pattinson's character. Kristen Stewart isn't fond of Bella and Edward's romance. Adapted from Stephenie Meyer's novels, the Twilight films featured one of the most famous couples in pop culture, Bella and Edward, played by Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, respectively. Throughout the highly anticipated 5 films, the on-screen couple showcased unconditional, irrevocable, and envious love that stood with fans to date. However, given the chance, Kristen Stewart would speak differently on the romance between Bella and Edward. Despite playing the clumsy little lamb, who fell in love with the sparkling vampire in the movies, Stewart seems to believe their relationship was extremely toxic. Appearing on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, the actress claimed that if she were in Bella's shoes, she would have wanted to break free from Edward's controlling behavior. To explain her inquiry, Hirsch contended that by and large, Bella was somewhat frantic for Edward. To such an extent that she even chose to completely change her and go through some serious hardship to turn into a vampire. Understanding the inquiry, Kristen Stewart gave a rejoinder by saying Edward was the controlling one who generally attempted to control Bella's decisions and choices. Kristen Stewart got down on the controlling idea of Robert Pattinson's personality. Kristen Stewart accepts that in Nightfall, Bella's personality was to put resources into her relationship with Edward, which was completely constrained by the last option. Talking on the web recording, Stewart inferred that Bella's whole character at all was undermined by her all-consuming affection for Edward, which prevented her from investigating a more free way. Following Kristen Stewart's remarks on Bella and Edward's sentiment, showhave Amanda Hirsch inquired as to whether she accepts that Robert Pattinson's personality was *ket up, to which the entertainer concurred. Conceding that she understands the defensive nature, Stewart talked about the dainty line isolating defense and possessiveness. Albeit the Nightfall films stay a darling establishment, Stewart's viewpoint puts the focus on the dangerous elements among Edward and Bella, which is vital to recognize. While Edward's activities were romanticized in the story, the entertainer accepts that they ought to be viewed as warnings in a genuine relationship.